Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, I'm just going to give a quick review about these low alt market cap, right? And then the number one going to be Ncash, the second one Nav Coin, the third one going to be DNT, and then the last one going to be Genesis Vision. So, and then they average just about like, less than 15 million market cap. So the first three, they average about just about 10 million. And then Genesis Vision is just about like 18 million market cap, very low market cap, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is Ncash. And then with my previous video about Ncash, I was comparing Ncash versus ICX, right? And then Ncash is making the same move as ICX, right? Making a bull flag just about this area. So it has a very, very low volume, right? So when you think about it, right? So that's why like these moves are so ugly. But when you really think about it, you got a very impulse move, right? One can say a three-way up, right? But in a bull flag. So because of the low volume and these low candles, that's why it looks so ugly. But so what I'm expecting from Ncash is just to make a very impulse move. It's not. It's gonna be a very quick impulse move, just like this. So because of the low volume, right? So you could be expecting like anybody can pump it. So you could expect like this type of move to the upside, but and then probably come back down and consolidate for a couple more days before going back to this area again. So that's what I'm expecting about Ncash doing very shortly. And then if you really take a closer look, you can see like just about this area, right? The rest of the market, they are consolidating. So basically Ncash is just consolidating just about this area of resistance. So this area of resistance has been like a very strong resistance, like the last, like let's say since like a late November, right? So Ncash since late November, right? It made a double bottom but couldn't continue the uptrend, just like Dash, Zilliqa, let's see, I think Nebula, they couldn't. Ncash couldn't continue the uptrend, so it just decided to go down, right? So it is about time for Ncash to make a uptrend, right? So keep that in mind. Don't buy Ncash because I'm saying it's gonna go up, because I'm full disclosure, I don't own any Ncash, so I'm just making this video to remind myself, like in case Ncash just take off, right? So the next coin I'm gonna talk about is Nav Coin. When you take a look at Nav Coin, I've been talking about Nav Coin since Nav Coin was just about this area, and I said Nav Coin gonna get as close as possible to the end of the triangle, and as close as possible, right? And then we're gonna break out to the upside. So I didn't expect like any breakdown for Nav Coin, right? So just like I was expecting a big run up from Nano and Nav Coin, they got the same pattern, they got the same time analysis, they both move together at the same time. So if you see like a Nano takeoff or a Nav Coin takeoff, just be ready. Nav Coin, Nano, and XRP, they have the same time analysis. So I've been following them like for quite a while now, just to understand their pattern. So keep an eye on Nav Coin, XRP, and then Nano. So just get back to a Nav Coin, right? After we got this big pump to the upside, right? What do you expect? The outside is completely, for this low volume project, right? The outside is completely like, that's too overextended. So to me, right, at least for the short term. So what I'm expecting for Nav to do is like the outside to come straight down to this area, get another consolidation. It might not even get back to this area because we got a good resistance, support just about this area. So it has to break this area of support first of all, right? And then you got another, support just about that area. So you could be expecting like Nav, like just to make a U-turn, just like let's see, I think Neo making the U-turn, right? So I'm not sure, I have to verify, but Nav to make a slight U-turn, it's not gonna be a V shape, right? But I'm expecting like a just a sort of circle, right? Inverted circle. So at least for the short term. So we got a nice support from this area of 100 EMA. When you take a look at it, right? I talked about it last time, right? When Nav Coin got a big pump to the upside, like it was like a 1 hour pump. So not even 1 hour, 15 to 20 minutes pump, and then the next 30 minutes it just came back down. So we're getting a big support from this area. So expect like a let's say nice consolidation just about this area the next couple of days, right? After Nano take off, right? And then after Nano cools down, you can expect like either XRP or Nav coin to take over, right? But I'm expecting Nav coin to take over before XRP. But don't count on that, right? I'm just speculating. So that's about it for Nav. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dent, right? DNT. The next coin we're going to talk about is DNT. When you take a look at the chart pattern of DNT, it gives you the same pattern as Monero and Genesis Vision. We're going to talk about Genesis Vision next, right? And then DNT and Genesis Vision has the same pattern, but Genesis Vision got a support just about this area of crossover, right? I mean, I could have cheated myself and say this way, right? So, but you know, just to be accurate, we got a crossover. We got a support just about this area of 100 EMA. So if you've been following me, you know I've been talking about this area of 100 EMA the longest part. I mean, the last like 3-4 weeks, right? And I said like all the alts are going to be moving above the area of this 100 EMA, just about this area, and then they're going to go back to the October and November high. So what I'm expecting from DNT is nothing but this, right? Let's take a look at it in terms of percentage, right? I'm expecting this move right here, right? Genesis Vision to DNT, not Genesis Vision, DNT to replicate that move just about this area. So that's a 58% move from this area of accumulation. So from the current price, you're looking at a 40% move. So I don't think it's going to do like, very the next couple of hours or anything, next couple of days, maybe like next week or so, hopefully. I'm not good with time analysis. So, but I'm expecting a 40% move from DNT very shortly, right? Before end of the spring. It could take forever, right? Because you could get like a sideways correction forever, like just like that. So I'm not very good with time analysis. So, but at the same time, when you take a look at the RSI is pretty healthy. You got a RSI of less than 64, right? And then you take a look at also the RSI, this pattern of the RSI right here. You got the same pattern of RSI just about this area. And then you got another pattern of RSI just about the same pattern, right? Replicating. So you could be expecting a very impulse move. It could be, you already got this move just right here. You already got that move. So the only thing you're looking for is this move, right? But how big it is, that's a big problem. At least, but I'm expecting a 40% move at least, right? A 40% move. Maybe got a rejection just about this area, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at Genesis Vision, right? When you take a look at Genesis Vision, same pattern with a DNT, no difference. The only difference between Genesis Vision and then DNT is that they make an opposite move on the RSI, okay? Genesis Vision is making a downward slope on the R side, right? And then DNT is making an upward slope on the R side. That's the only difference. So if I were to accumulate right now, I would, not a financial advice, but if I were to accumulate right now, I would be accumulating DNT instead of Genesis Vision, and then wait for DNT or Genesis Vision to make this move. Just about it. That I don't expect like the next move for the R side to be a straight line, but I'm waiting for this move right here, just like that. And then everybody gonna think like it's gonna come back down, and then bang, it's gonna surprise you with a very impulse move. But just keep an eye on that. We got a very impulse move just about this area. If you take a look at it, right, you got a very impulse move just about this area. A nice accumulation move on the R side. I'm not even talking about the price, but the R side, and a very rapid move. So as soon as I saw this move, I was kind of, I was having a concern, right? Just like the type of concern I had with Aeon, right? I said Aeon gonna come back down. You can go back and watch that video. I said Aeon gonna come back down and then be accumulating just about this area. So, and then that's the same thing Genesis Vision is doing. Come back and retest this area of trend line. So it's pretty healthy. That's a pretty healthy pullback, right? Even though it break, all these lows, right? All this accumulation move, it just broke it, but it's pretty healthy. It's nothing big. So you got your three wave right here, a accumulation move, another impulse move, come back down. So it's nothing dramatic. I'm just waiting for Genesis vision to break this area of 100 EMA before at least a 20 to 30% move to the upside. Just for the short term, right? The long term analysis, I will talk about it later on after we complete this 20% move to the upside, and then RSI is completely overbought, right? At least for the short term. That's about it for today. Let me know what you think down below the comment section. If you're new to the content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and let me know what you think down below, right? Thank you for watching.